Hello everyone, welcome to this quick video on how to use Edulastic with your Link or ESL classroom. I am a literacy teacher teaching CLB4L, currently all online. I teach using Google Classroom, and I was trying to find something to use to have more question types on my Google Classroom. So Edulastic is a free resource that can automatically merge with your Google Classroom. And if you do not use Google Classroom, if you're using Moodle or Blackboard or some other resource, you can use this as well. You will have to log in your students. If you have Google Classroom, you can automatically place your tests into your Google Classroom without the need for a second login. Okay, so I quickly made a dummy classroom for this video. I just opened it up, made a new classroom, typed 4L, and I automatically could import my students from my Google Classroom. So I did not have to spend time doing that. It took about 1 minute. One thing to point out is it makes you choose a grade 4, I guess, for CLB4L. Okay, if we go down here, we can look at all the different question types. There's a bank where you can search for questions, or you can look at questions authored by yourself. There's a lot of other things you can find and search for different grades. This website is currently mostly used for K-12, but there is material you can find, and as more people use it, there'll be more things to share. Okay, so I'm going to go to the page for questions, and I'm going to go to New Item. And I wanted to show you quickly the wide variety of different questions you can make for your test or quiz or activity. So they have multiple choice, they have choose one, choose multiple, block layout, a matrix of true and false. You can even label. They have fill in the blank. So they have close drag and drop, close drag down. You can post an image, and you can either have them drag into the different spots, or they can click down a label. You can also have a version where they need to type in the correct answers. So that's really incredible. They also have sorting. They have classification, so be everything that is alive, everything that's not alive, or healthy food, not healthy food. And they have ordering, so maybe biggest to tallest, or alphabetically you could do as well. They do have writing, where you can input a prompt and have them do writing. And you can also have reading, where you give them a paragraph and you can give them one question at a time or multiple questions at a time for the paragraph as well. Highlighting is also interesting. So the rest of these mark automatically. These ones you can put in a picture, and maybe it's a picture at a grocery store and say highlight all of the healthy food. You can also do it with a map, and you can also put in some information. Maybe you put a paragraph down and you ask them to highlight the main idea, or you ask them to highlight all of the misspelled words, or all of the verbs, or whatever you want to do for your activity. I have used up to highlight. I haven't tried math or graphing or charts or the other ones, but charts and graphing could be useful for CLB. The instructions one, I believe, can make videos and ask them to do different steps. So for following instructions, that could be interesting to try out. So if you're interested in any of these question types, I would say it's not always the most intuitive at first how to build them. But as soon as I understood the format for creating each question type, then it was very quick for me. If you Google Edulastic on YouTube, you can find individual videos made by the company for how to create each question. But again, I think once you've done one or two different types, it clicks how you should make these questions. You can go into the create a test and just select all the questions you've made, and you can organize your questions for future classrooms as well, so you can reuse them in the future. I made an example test here that we can preview together. Okay, so the first one is a highlight question. Where is the mask? So they can just take a pencil and circle or highlight. And this one does not self-mark. You need to check this one in particular, but you could do other things like where are the green apples? You could say, please circle, there's different colors. So circle the mask blue, circle the gloves green, and all of this does work on the phone. Okay, I'll go to next. Okay, another type of thing you can do is match the verbs to their past tense version. So if you do a little bit of grammar every week, like I do, my daily grammar lesson, or my weekly grammar lesson, that is, you can just do eat and pull to 8, like that. And this one does automatically mark. Okay, another one, which cities are in Alberta? So you can click the correct answers. Okay, it's an easy question type. Here is one where I put a photo. All these photos are also Creative Commons if you are interested in the copyright background. So this is a click and select. So hair, the arrow, I told my students the arrow is where they need to look. So one eye or two eyes. This is the nose. This is the mouth. And this is the chin. Okay. Another question type, they also have drag if you want to try something different. And that can be a bit harder, perhaps. All this works on the phone as well. And another one, highlight and click all the past tense verbs. My weekend was great. I made breakfast for my family. I made eggs, etc., etc. You can also have these be auto-marked so students know the answers, and you can post it automatically to your Google Classroom as if you were posting an assignment using Google Classroom if you know how to use that website. If you are not using Google Classroom, I believe you can have students log into this website and do the quizzes that way. I do not know if it is Moodle compatible. That is something you would have to look into yourself, as I currently am not using Moodle. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I only showed a quick preview of different question types that I've used in my classroom, but there are a lot more, and I'm sure with your creativity and your skill base, you'll be able to make some amazing things. Thank you so much for watching.